Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I want to talk about a woman who is a ray of sunshine through the dark night, whose smile fills our hearts, whose laugh warms us, whose hugs enthrall us. She is the star of Sri Lanka. She is the beauty of West Harrow. And tonight it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that I propose her, Kairu Karima Marika, to be the mayor of this great borough.
My name is Keith Thomas. I'm one of the honorary aldermen for the London Borough of Harrow. Harrow has a very, very diverse history. In 1954, one of the first actions of the Queen, when she became crowned in 52, in 54 she came to the London Borough of Harrow, and the Borough of Harrow was first created from various areas in the county of Middlesex. Largely Middlesex disappeared. Radical changes took place with the reorganisation of government in London in 1964, 10 years after the Queen came, and the London Borough of Harrow was created. As a result, there are 33 boroughs within London, and we are one of the largest in area. Throughout my period on the council, I was first elected in 1974. I've noticed some wonderful changes taking place in the London Borough of Harrow. I have watched its ethnicity become more and more diverse. We now have the largest percentage of Gujaratis within the country. We also have numerous peoples from Sri Lanka and various parts of the world, which has resulted in a thriving culture. And Harrow, of all the London boroughs, is the safest place to live. Now, I was in opposition for 25 years. In 1997, the impossible, we thought, happened, and Labour came to power. As a result of this, I was the first Labour mayor in 25 years. We decided that we were going to honour the various ethnic minorities in the borough by making senior citizens of them and people that were worthy to be exalted to the position as mayor. We started off with a man called Kiki Tomaya, who was the first ethnic minority mayor in Harrow, and he was from Gujarat. And all the way through, by and large, people from the ethnic minorities have been chosen as mayor, interspersed with one or two of the indigenous population. Now, Karima was elected mayor. Councillor Marika was elected mayor a few weeks ago, and she is now the first citizen of the borough. The first citizen of the borough means she's the most important person in Harrow. But she's also, and she'll always remember this because I know her, the first servant of the people in Harrow. As a result of this, for 1 year, Councillor Marika will have many, many functions to perform. Opening organisations, making speeches, presenting prizes, and this will continue for a year, and it's a very, very exhaustive year. But I'm so sure that Council America is more than competent to meet that task. I wish her all the health and happiness this year, because it's what will go down in her history as probably one of the most important moments in her life, as when I became the first mayor from the Labour group in 25 years, I found this to be for me. So I wish her all the happiness, and I will give her all the support that I can to achieve what others have achieved from the various ethnic groups, Tamils, Gujaratis, people from various parts of India, and Sri Lankan citizens who have become mayor of this borough. It's a great place to live. Now, I happen to be Welsh. My family want me to go back to Wales to live. But I will not go back to live in Wales because I love Harrow so much. And the reason I love Harrow so much is because of its great ethnic diversity. It's a melting pot where people live by and large in harmony with one another. And so that is why we have chosen Councillor Marcus to become the first citizen of the borough. Thank you.
Those in favour of Councillor Maricott, please raise your hands. And those in favour of Chris Moat, Councillor Chris Moat. I declare Councillor Karima Maricott to be duly elected Mayor of the
Well, my name's Graham Henson. I'm leader of Harrow Council. We've run in Harrow. We're very cohesive about working across communities. So we're really proud that Karima is our first female Muslim mayor, who's come all the way from Sri Lanka a few years ago and has now been elected as our first citizen of the borough. Harrow's a very diverse borough, and we do have a large Sri Lankan population living here, who are very vocal around the services they'd like, but they also work very hard being here. So Karima's a good advocate for all of the groups that are here. I've lived in Harrow all my life, and I have seen it change, and I think there's a lot of things that have changed for the better. How the way we work with people from different nationalities and different backgrounds, how we work together to try and improve everybody's lives. And whilst bins and grass verges are important, also is the council being the place where the vulnerable or those in need can come to us and we'll be there for them. And I think Karima will play a good part in all this, because she'll be the advocate for those groups to raise their profile in a very good way, to make life for everyone to be good, not just sort of a select few. And I know we face a lot of challenges over the next couple of years, particularly financially, but I think when we're working together, going in the same direction, it does improve the whole area. People do get a lot better, and it does improve the well-being of people's lives, and that's what's really important to us.
I'm Councillor Karima Marika for West Harrow Ward. I got elected as the Mayor on the 24th of May 2018. I served West Harrow Ward for 2 terms, and this is my 3rd term I have been elected to serve the community. I'm very honoured to be the Mayor for Harrow because it is the highly religiously diverse borough. We are very cohesively, we live unitedly, we live in Harrow. Statistically, Gujarati community, there is 20,000 speakers. That is 9% of all residents and ranks 2nd in nationally after Leicester. Tamil is Harrow 3rd most widely spoken language. With over 8,000 speakers, almost 4% of all residents, and ranked 1st nationally. Now there are more communities coming to Harrow because it is the safest borough in London. We look after each other, we champion safety to each other, and our priority as the Mayor to save the community in the borough. In the present situation, it is one of the top priorities. Being a councillor, I have done a lot for the borough of West Harrow Ward. Example, the Sid's Cafe, it is going to be regenerated again for the West Harrow Ward community, as well as the whole of Harrow. And we have done the tennis courts. We are going to do the West Harrow bowling, and so forth. Today I'm talking about my mayoralty, what I'm going to do, and my charities are. About myself, I'm from Kandy, Sri Lanka, born. Went to Girls High School Kandy, British Rule School. And thanks to all the teachers who have educated me in my academically, they have taught me what is the right and the good and the bad, and I have achieved with their good guidance. Of course, from my late mother and father's guidance too. I thank my parents for bringing up me very well to adjust into the British society very well with all the community. I'm very honoured I became the first Sri Lankan woman to be elected in the borough, as well as the first Muslim female to be elected as the mayor for Harrow. My achievements in going into my mayoralty, I have got a lot of plans to serve the community. As our Mr. Alderman said, I am a servant to the community, which is very correct. And I will do my best, as Mr. Alderman says, Keith Thoms, I will do my best and serve the community in my best of my ability. I have chosen 2 charities for my mayoralty year. It is from my heart I have chosen. It is something I chosen because I, in my personal life, have faced difficulties and known exactly when you are in that situation. One is Firm Foundation, homeless, and the other is the Children Rainbow Trust. For Firm Foundation, homeless charity, in Harrow, there is 1,200 families alone for 2018 June statistically. I have gone through a lot. That's why I chose that charity for me. Children's charity. Why I chose this charity? I chose because I have a son who was born 2.5 months prematurely. It is very hard to bring up a child who has disability, learning disability, but God willing, God is great. He gave me the courage and I achieved it. He is doing well, but I never had much support, and I think my raising funds for this charity will give more people help and more guidance to help the needy children who needs help. So I think the fundraising will do good for them. My focus is going to be very much raising a lot of funds for these two charities. In my mayoralty year, I know I have to cover about 600 odd functions, which I'm going to enjoy because I love community. I like to be with the people. I'm a people's person. And also, this mayoralty year, I think community cohesively, welcome the community is going to be our theme for the London Mayor's Parade. So I think that's a very good thing because all communities can perform something in their own capacity. As there are so much of Commonwealth countries in Harrow, they can come into this parade too. So my priority is go to these events, learn what they want to do, understand what they are happy to do for the future, and bring that to the mayoral office and plan and get that message across to the community. I will be treating every community equally, respecting every faith equally, and giving a clear message: peace, united. And also, I'm sure Mr. Alderman Keith Toms will agree with me, and the leader of the council will agree with me, that we will not tolerate nonsense in Harrow Borough. With this message which I'm sending to you all, please come and meet. Please have an appointment through the mayoral office, and my doors are wide open to speak for any issues. Once again, I thank the whole Harrow Council, the lovely officers, my dear colleagues, the members, elected members, and the two aldermans, and Mr. Keith Toms and Mr. Richard Romaine, and the mayoral office. Particularly, I must thank the mayor's manager, Rita Garesti. She is fantastic. She's doing a fantastic job. It is very easy for me to sit here and do my mayoralty in peace. I thank everybody for being there for my mayoralty function on the 24th of May. I hope they all enjoyed it. I'm a proud Sri Lankan born person, and I brought the culture to Harrow Civic Centre. And I think they are tasting what Sri Lankan Kandyan dance and Sri Lankan drumming and Sri Lankan pageantries. Thank you very much.
Hello, for speaking. Thank you very much. Thank you, Madam Mayor, for putting my name, and thank you all. And particularly thanks to the mayor and staff for preparing me for today. Thank you.
I will now invest the newly appointed Deputy Mayor with the Deputy Mayor's medallion of office.
Hello, my name's Rita. I'm the Mayoral Services Manager for the London Borough of Harrow. My role is to support the Mayor during her mayoral year, which I'm really looking forward to. The Mayor's role as the first citizen of Harrow is seen as the shop window for Harrow Council. She'll attend around 600 engagements during her year. The Mayor will also attend ceremonial and civic events in London. One notable one is in Westminster Abbey, where she'll be wearing her mayoral robe and chain. She'll have the mace bearer carrying the mace in front of her, and there are 32 London boroughs altogether, So our mayor will represent Harrow as she processes into the service in Westminster Abbey. Another event that she'll be doing is a walk. It's about 5 miles from Hampstead Heath into Mansion House, and she'll also be wearing her chain, and hopefully will raise funds. People will sponsor her to walk on that day. That'll be next April. I also organise civic events for Harrow, and one notable one is the Remembrance Parade, which will be on the 11th of November, and this year will be a special one because it'll be marking the commemoration 100 years of the ending of World War I. It's a very poignant parade. Hundreds of people, uniformed organisations, march down from the Harrow Town Centre to the Civic Centre, which is turned into a parade ground. There'll be the 2-minute silence, as usual, which is very moving. There'll be veterans and dignitaries all laying wreaths, and we also involve school children. They enter a competition, for a poetry competition, and they'll read out their poems after the 2-minute silence. It'll be a very, very poignant event. Apart from that, I'm normally very, very busy supporting the mayor. One of the other sidelines that the mayor organises is to raise funds for her chosen charities. And this year she's chosen Firm Foundation, which is a charity for homeless people and will benefit people in Harrow. She's also chosen the Rainbow Trust, children's charity, and last night both charities came to a big meeting in the parlour, and they presented what they do in the community. So the mayor will be raising funds for those charities during the year. There is a possibility that you might like to donate, so perhaps watch this space. In the parlour, it's a very grand room, which you may have already seen. We're very flexible in the parlour. We have school children visit in parties. The mayor takes them into the council chamber. They have a chance to ask the mayor questions, use the microphone, and sometimes they say that they really feel like a grown-up councillor doing that. So we're a modern mayoralty here. We work smartly within budget, and but at the same time we preserve the traditions and ceremonies that are very important to pass through generations. So I'm really looking forward to this year, and I wish the mayor all the best of luck. I know she'll be a great mayor, and she's got great support with her daughter, Jazima, as mayoress. Thank you.